for being so numerous today. I was impressed looking at the data of the invitation received and the people coming today. I've understood that we are more than 2,000 physically present for this 3D Experience Forum 2016 in Japan, and I know that there are over 1,000 people that are connected through streaming. Thank you very much. I would like to use my speaker time today to share with you a few insights on a phenomenon that is affecting, if you want us, that I call the age of experience. And especially, I would like to share with you how the age of experience is transforming the way that we discover, we design, we fabricate, and even the way that we market our product and services forever. It is a matter of fact that the age of experience is impacting our business model, whatever is the industry that we are active in, and it is therefore transforming as well the economic model of entire nation. That is because the age of experience has brought to us a new way of thinking. Actually, it is the need of thinking beyond the usual business way that we were supposed to apply in the industrial economy, because the products are no longer enough. And whatever the customers we are serving, those customers are requiring a different type of output from us. They are requiring experiences. The way of thinking that we were adopting before, where we were into just the production and the manufacturing of goods, it is no longer enough to ensure that we are attractive in the marketplace against our competitors. This is the reason why at Dassault Systèmes we have developed a methodology that we call experience thinking. Experience thinking is very simple actually, because it's the methodology of thinking in terms of transforming not only our product into an experience, but in making attention in transforming every single step of the consumer journey and therefore our go-to-market in our industry into step of experiences. I think that one of the easiest example that I can give you is that of the Tesla automotive company. When Tesla created the electrical vehicle, the electrical car, they were not just inventing a product that was engineered to be electrical, but actually they invented a disruptive business model that is that of being a software platform on 4 wheels. That is exactly what Tesla meant to do, to provide the drivers not just with an eco-sustainable car being electrical, but an ecosystem of services that were delivered through the embedded software platform that the driver could have access to. That is the very first step, if you want, of changing the experience and not just delivering a product. But they did even more. They have innovated throughout the whole consumer journey. They've chosen not to be distributed, and therefore the buying experience was not that of a car dealership. They innovated wanting to be distributed only online. Experience thinking, it is the typology of business thinking that is required in this disruptive digital era, where we need to innovate not only at the product level, but at every single step of the consumer journey to ensure that the value that we are creating upstream, it is really delivered at the ultimate consumer. There is something more, actually, that is disrupting our business. That is the fact that experiences in this digital era are not just regular experiences. They must be connected experiences. I think that we all know the terminology of Internet of Things. It exists since 20 years. Why the hell we are all speaking of Internet of Experience just now? It's simply because the meaning of Internet of Experience has changed from being a geeky type of concept to being an experience concept, which is the reason why we speak about Internet of Experience. What is important is not just to model, create, simulate and operate an intelligent object. What is important for our business is to deliver to our customer connected experiences, which means that as creators, as manufacturers, we need to ensure that not only we are capable of creating, modeling, and simulating a smart object, but to provide experiences through what I call the experience layers. It is much more important, the understanding of the data that are coming from the object when they are in usage, and therefore the analytical exercise that we need to do in order to understand the behaviors of our user through the connected object. Which is the reason why the 3D Experience platform doesn't just provide you with a modeling layer, as I call it, but actually to the stream of connection till the level of the experience layer through a different portfolio of applications that are made on purpose in order to provide you with analytics of things, dashboarding of things, and even programming of those things based on the understanding of the data that are connected, or if you want, recuperated through the smart object. So everything in the age of experience is disrupted. And even those domains that we master in every single industry, how to design, how to manufacture, what is the scientific application that I need to have into my R&D, and even marketing is having a new meaning. I would like to go through a few examples of what do I mean, because they are important insight to understand how do we need really to innovate in the age of experience. The very first one is design. We think that design is about shaping an object, of doing a style to an object, or actually creating a behavior through sensor of an object, or even doing a formulation in case we are into a science-based type of company. That is wrong, meaning that is the key basic, that is no more true. Today, design is the business plan. Let me give you an example. Apart from Tesla, that we have already discussed a little bit about, I would like you to know what is the effect that the age of experience has made on consumer goods like Technogym, which is a worldwide renowned, I would say, sport equipment manufacturer, on Nike, which is, if you want, a sportswear company, or even on Procter & Gamble through Oral-B, which is a simple electric toothbrush. Those guys has understood that in the age of experience, the most important things to do is not to provide a product that is competitive enough because it is speeding at the level that I want if I'm using a Technogym. It is soft and comfortable if I'm using a Nike shoe, or is it actually simply brushing my teeth if I use Oral-B. That is the key basic. And the benefit instead that the consumer are looking for in the age of experience, it is no more the technical product innovation, but it is the connected experience that they are obtaining. Design is the new business plan because every single object today must become a portal, a way of delivering, if you want, additional experiences. Technogym is actually selling the sport equipment to every single hotel in the world. If you go in the West at the 4th floor, at the fitness center, you will find out that actually the majority of the Technogym equipment are there. But what is for me as a consumer the difference of using a Technogym versus another, and therefore privileging to have an abonnement to a sport club that is using a Technogym versus another brand, is the fact that Technogym has parallelized its business model through the invention of a software development platform. They have Android developers that are creating fitness application, and they have opened up an app store from where I can choose the type of program that I want, and in the moment that I go throughout the world, I enter into the fitness center, and the Technogym equipment is recognizing me and reprofiling their own program based on what I have bought on the Technogym App Store. They have transformed their business model from a sport equipment manufacturer to a platform business model, parallelizing the monetization of their business through the selling of the equipment and the selling of the application online. It is the same example on Oral-B, an electric toothbrush that today is not only washing my teeth in an electric way, but because of a software platform and a marketplace provides me different type of application. The sensors are capturing the behaviors, my behaviors. How do I wash my teeth? How long do I wash my teeth? And what are the imperfections, if you want, of my smile? The analysis of the data get into the platform, and the P&G guys are actually looking at all the data and select or pre-select, if you want, the type of application to send me through the toothbrush. These type of applications are not created by Procter & Gamble, but by an ecosystem of dentists and specialized people, if you want, in dental care, that are actually selling their application through the platform of Oral-B. Again, there is the parallelization of the business, the object that is the regular output that is becoming a connected application that is opening me a portal towards an app store from where I can select, if you want, the type of application I do prefer. Design in the age of experience is the business plan. We are no more designing object, we are designing the ultimate experience that we are going to provide our customer with. There is a second phenomenon that is actually getting discussed a lot. If science is boring, or was boring, that is no more the case. Science in the age of experience is fashionable. Probably the sexiest date that I could have would be with a scientist. If someone would tell me what is your preferred man today, it would be a scientist. And why so? Because scientists today are cool. They are no more the person that are into alembics, if you want, and experimenting all by themselves. They are becoming an important tribe that are really pushing ahead the innovation. Every single R&D in every single industry is getting informed or getting organized in order to represent the majority of the natural science despite being mechanical industry. Why so? Because of the material science, for example. But it is even more. The phenomenon is getting from natural science to social science, where scientists are the more and more in the need to back up their research and experimenting through natural scientists, therefore psychologists, anthropologists, sociologists, and economists. Why so? Let me give you an example. When anthropologists get together with chemists and biologists, they analyze, if you want, a world that is completely different from what we think or we have today. If the population, and going ahead into this era, we will need the more and more recyclable materials, the ultimate experience that we would like to have as people and citizens of the world is that we will have not only recyclable material by default, but we will actually be capable of decreasing or zeroing, if you want, the waste of material in the manufacturing output. Is it feasible? Well, this is exactly what the anthropologists have suggested and what scientists to which we are collaborating are trying to do through biomimicking, if you want, what our biology or our body is already doing. Up there, you see one of the videos that is our bones. So when we break a bone, we are capable of auto-repair, isn't it? So we break our bones, the platelets in the blood clog, if you want, immediately the part that is getting broken, and after several time, it makes us again with a perfect bone. Because of this principle, 3 types of material are under study. The very first one is metal. Every time that we scratch our body, if you want, in the real life, so we scratch our skin, something happened. Imagine that the biologists have a reconductant into the experiment of the laboratory, exactly the same things when the body that is scratched is not mine, but is a body car of the car. Therefore, the next time that someone making a parking, if you want, will damage the surface or the varnish of the car, there will be a metal that actually is going to get auto-reconstruct the surface because it's been bioengineered to act exactly as our skin would act. The second example, which is the video that you see in the middle, is on a different type of material that is an elastomer. An elastomer, it is an elastic material, so a type of rubber. When you cut a type of rubber, actually the molecules get inside both parts, left and right. In order to get reconnected, something needs to happen. The molecular bioengineering of what it would happen to something elastic in our body, what is elastic in our body? Tendons, for example, has been completely reconstructed in laboratory in order to happen on elastic material as well. But the most science fiction of all is when we create not just a scratch or a cut in our body, but when there is a hole. Imagine that you get burned and actually there is no more matter that needs to be reconstructed because it lacks the matter inside. A polymer has been bioengineered to act exactly like in this case. The matter is missing and the molecules get together in order to recreate materials. We are recreating life, actually. So that is the importance of science. In this age, it is no more science just for discovering things that have probably not even an application for the next 25,000 years, as it was at the time of Socrates or Galileo. Science today is thought and it is prepared with the help of economists, the help of anthropologists and sociologists who wants to create an impact and an economic output. Otherwise, science or pure research won't be sustainable anymore. The third subject, it is how manufacturing is changing. Kajiya-san was already explaining some of the phenomena, but let me tell you that today manufacturing, it is not just the fact of how am I going to improve the productivity of my plant or my supply chain optimization, whether I am a discrete, I am a process manufacturer, whether batch, continuous, or even additive, and therefore through 3D printing. The real big problem of manufacturing today is to have a vision d'ensemble. So actually a big picture view of how do I need to make the things different in order to have the best output. It could be time, it could be cost, it could be waste of material. That is why I say that manufacturing is gaming. What we need in order to have this big picture view is to think to our company and our manufacturing facilities as a console. You know the Xbox, so if you want, while gaming, you need to have an environment, which is a 3D environment. And then you have a cockpit to manage what are the different characters, if you want, in your game. Think of your manufacturing facilities in the same way. The 3D Experience platform provides a 3D Experience manufacturing environment that actually visualize the way that you can model, simulate, and even operate, if you want, your manufacturing and supply chain throughout the screen. That is where the future is going, and it is much more than digital manufacturing, because it is a mix of virtual and real, through a cockpit that will permit every of our customers to create a what-if scenario in order to optimize the supply chain. Last is the phenomenon of marketing. I wanted to play, if you want, a little bit on what marketing is, and marketing actually it is for sure being defined in 2,000 or millions of different ways, but the reality is that marketing is today, in the age of experience, addictive. It is worse than a drug, I would say, and the dealer, by definition, in each of the company must become the CEO. That is the reason why I say each CEO has to become a pusher. Why marketing has to become addictive? Because creating experience, as you have seen, it is not a matter of engineering a product. An experience must be thought by a tribe of different person. And this tribe of different person usually get inspired by a management process that it is defined a marketing management process. Marketers in the age of experience have the role, if you want, to drive the value creation of the company. Because only marketers can assess, can inform and inspire the different function, and lastly, are the last controller of that the value creation that has been created upstream is actually delivered to the consumer. Think to the consumer journey that needs to be transformed in experience step, this is not a matter of engineering. This is a matter of business thinking. So when I say marketing is not a marketing in terms of function, it is the marketing management process. Therefore, marketing myopia, as I call it, is no more acceptable. Now, I would like to conclude on the fact that all this phenomenon that we are witnessing, and I'm pretty sure that in any industry that today you represent, you have heard about, and probably you have already been working towards, it is a phenomenon that is requiring, if you want, a different type of platform. It is not just a matter of what is the best solution, IT solution, for doing A, B, C, or D. First of all, in order to apply to the new economy model, we need to have a platform that actually it is no more just a connection of more or different solution. It is, if you want, a native environment that has been designed to provide us with a different scenario. The scenario of open innovation, a product platform, that of a scientific platform, that of an analytical platform. There are many platforms in the 3D experience platform, and it is being done in this way in order to ensure that we can accompany the industry at the 12 different sectors in this changing time that I call the age of experience. I would like to show you a 2-minute video that makes a sum up of what is the 3D experience platform and how, from the upstream thinking till the level of marketing, can provide a solution to the industry. Can we launch the video?
In the age of experience, products are no longer enough. Businesses have to think about which experiences will become the new innovation stream for their companies. Experience thinking is a framework for innovation to capture insights and expertise from across a business's entire ecosystem. Imagine business leaders having at their fingertips a snapshot of the entire market, trends, needs, and opportunities in an intuitive and visual environment. In this example, corporate strategy can drill down into revenue and cost structure from company CRM and ERP data, identify a product quality issue, then correlate with external market data to improve the design. After the business need is identified, R&D can create a new program where designers, mechanical and simulation engineers, and suppliers will collaborate in a unified environment to create the new product. Integrating manufacturing and operations with product design. Supply chain and manufacturing professionals can now plan, execute, and optimize their global industrial operations and extended supply chains, running optimal real-time business operations to produce and deliver innovations for the highest customer experience. In parallel, using the original 3D models created by design and engineering, marketing can reuse and prepare the assets to promote the new consumer experience, such as print advertising, social media, web configurator, and TV commercial. The 3D Experience platform is a business experience platform that provides an innovative environment for companies looking to apply experience thinking, from engineering to manufacturing to marketing, to create differentiating consumer experiences.
That's all I wanted to share with you today. Thank you very much for listening to me. And I hope that you will come the more and more numbers, especially you will reach to the people that are from the Dassault system today to know more about the 3D Experience platform. Thank you very much.